So I want to just show you something real quick. I forgot to mention it earlier. So there's a website. Corey, Vincent, can I get your attention? So when you get to a point where you want to put data into your application, yes. So it's called mockaroo.com. And what it'll do is actually you can use this to generate a bunch of dummy data without having to necessarily type it all out, which is really helpful for testing, especially for like customer data. So if you can just go there, you see it's already kind of got a suggestion for me. So it's got like the ID, first name, last name, email, gender, IP address. Maybe I delete the IP address. But this will actually generate a table with all those columns, or a spreadsheet with all those columns. So if I just start with this, you can see what it's going to generate. It says 1,000 rows. It's going to give you 1,000 rows, just like that. Let's make that a little bit smaller, so I'm only going to take 100 rows. So 100 rows, and I'm going to get it out as a CSV file. Right? CSV file is like a spreadsheet. So download data. I've got 100 customers.
Right. So how do you get that into MySQL?
Okay. So you can, some systems you can just do a straight up a copy paste with that, or you might be able to upload that. There's actually an easier option. So CSV will give you that. There's also Excel if you want an Excel document, but notice that there's a where is it? There's a SQL in here. Yep. I can actually give it out as a SQL script. So if I just say SQL here, so let's say I want to name this table customers, because you want to put the name of the customers. Download data. I now have a SQL script to insert 100 customers. Okay. So you might want to look at that for getting some test data into your system. Does that make sense? Yes. Yeah. And that's 100 rows, not like 3. Right? So you can just take those insert statements and then tack them at the end of your script.
You don't have to do the after screen.
I would, well, because it's a lot of stuff, please put it at the end of the file. Because otherwise I'll have a harder time finding all your schema, your table definitions and stuff. So if you're going to use this, put it at the end of the file, please.
I don't know if you want us to do the insert into or how we did it.
It's already in there, right?
It's there.
Like how we did it, like how you showed us where you could just write one and then.
It starts with insert into.
This thing is.
Yeah, I think put it in one script.
Just put it in one script. So you're going to add this to your schema SQL.
Yeah.
Right? Just tack it at the end of your schema SQL. So there's a lot of stuff you can do there. If you want to get into all the different things, you can say what kind of data do you want. So like they've got first name and such like that. Let's say, for instance, if I want to get in here and maybe I want to make products, right? Well, your products are going to have an ID. Maybe I want a name column. Let's see, where can I find a name? So basic. You get colors. Let's see. That'd be like a stock ticker. There's industry. I'm looking for. Well, let me just use movie title because that's not a bad one. So just have it randomly generate movie titles.
What about keeping it within like a certain timeline? Like we're talking about state, we just want the 2-letter.
Okay. Yep, it can do that too. So yeah, it can do that too. Let me say currency. Let's see, download data. Oh no, that's not what I want. I don't want currency. I want a number. Where's the number? Because I know I can do a number with a range. Oh, there we go. So let's say I want a price there. I can say a minimum and a maximum. So $1 to $100, 2 decimal places.
And then the two, they're like the state.
So state, I think it's literally just called state.
Okay, and it just knows if you want the 2-letter.
They've got state if you want the full state name, or abbreviation if you want the 2-character name.
Okay. Wow, that's great.
Florida, Georgia, Ohio. Yeah. So that will save you some time as you're making test data.